Warner Brothers Discovery loses $2.3 billion. Hints at imminent price hike for HBO Max. Yeah, I mean, $2.8 billion loss is insane. Like, just appreciate how much money that is. $2.3 billion lost. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And I mean, it's HBO Max was going to run into a wall eventually. They were spending all of this money on stuff that just didn't make sense. They've aggressively slashed their animated offerings, canceled movies like Batgirl, and removed shows and movies from the services. Like, what was it that they removed recently? I think it was a bunch of cartoons, and it pissed a bunch of people off because they're like, oh, we loved that. And people are like, yeah, well, I mean, it's too expensive. Deal with it. I do really sincerely think that this is going to be a period in movie history. We look back on these suits in like 10 years and like, what were we thinking? It's like, you know, those old Batman suits that have the actual nipples on them. I think it's going to be like that. We're going to be like, what were we thinking? These things are hideous. It's like the weird scales on all of it. I think we're going to really regret. It's going to be like, just looks bad. But HBO Max, yeah, losing tons of money and they can't seem to figure it out. Which is just kind of, I mean, it's no shocker. You can't just do whatever you want. It's like in, I think it was South Park, where they did the Netflix show thing where Netflix was just writing checks, blank checks to anybody who had any ideas for TV shows. Because they were just like, yeah, we just want content. So just like, oh, you have a show about blah, blah, blah. Okay, how's $30 million? How does that work? Like that's the only concern they had. Like, oh, it's a thing. Okay, here's money. That's kind of how they've been acting with this, and so it's about damn time. This also, is this a real HBO thing? Who is this Superman? And why do they have like airbrushed on abs? Like, what the hell is that? What the hell is even that? Look at that. It's like airbrushed on abs. Superman and Lois, was that not a comedy? Please tell me that was a comedy. Was that a serious show? It's actually really good. I would never be able to see anything else than this. That he like, I'm Superman and I gotta look buff. So he like took a Sharpie and just drew his abs on. It's a CW show. Oh, that probably explains it. CW has always weirded me out. Anyway, HBO is losing tons of money and they're gonna start slashing a lot of these budgets because they need to. They're losing a ton of money. Halloween costumes, yeah, that's kind of the vibe I get.